This video is to review how to simplify complex fractions. So we have this complex fraction here, and we know that in order to simplify this, we must have one fraction over one fraction. So what we must do here is add what's on the top before we can go any further. What's on the bottom is all ready and all set to go. So in order to add these two fractions that we have on the top, we need a like denominator. So in order to do that, we have to multiply our first fraction here by x over x, and that's going to give us our common denominator. And we have to multiply our second fraction by x plus 1 over x plus 1. And like I said, our bottom's ready to go. You might want to think about this bottom as being 4 over 1. It's just going to help you out in the long run for when you're ready to multiply by the reciprocal. So you want to go ahead and multiply everything out here. So on the top, you have 4x plus 4x plus 4. Okay, because you multiply the 4 times the x, that gives you the 4x, and then 4x plus 4. Okay, and then you have your common denominator here of x times x plus 1. And we can just leave that as two factors. You could multiply it out, but we just are going to want to factor everything in the long run, so we can just leave that as it is. So now we have one fraction on top of one fraction, so we're ready to flip or multiply by the reciprocal. So we have 4x plus 4x, which we should go ahead and just combine our like terms and leave that as 8x plus 4 over x times x plus 1. And we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, so we're going to multiply that by 1 over 4. Because we went ahead and flipped what was here on the bottom. Now what you want to say to yourself is, okay, I can go ahead and take out a common factor here of 4. So I'm left with 2x plus 1. Nothing's changed here. It's still x times x plus 1 times 1 over 4. And this is where we want to cancel any common factors if we can. We've got everything as factored as we possibly can. So we have a common factor of the 4 on the top and the bottom. Nothing else can be canceled. So our final answer here is 2x plus 1 all over x times x plus 1. We're going to do one more example of complex fractions, and this is going to look a little bit different, but it's still considered a complex fraction. And this is one where you're going to just want to factor every single piece. So if you need a review of factoring, please see the review of factoring video. This factors to be x plus 4, x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 3. Okay, that's our top part. And then this factors to be x plus 4, x minus 2, and x minus 2, x minus 2. Okay, so you can either factor it from the beginning, like I just did, and then you can go ahead and flip it. So we have x plus 4, x minus 3, x plus 3, x minus 3. Okay, and then we're multiplying, and then the x plus, or excuse me, that's x minus 2, x minus 2, and then the x plus 4, x minus 2 goes on the bottom. Then we cancel out our common factors. So we can go ahead and cancel out the x minus 3 and the x minus 3. We can also cancel out x minus 2, x minus 2. And we can also cancel out this x plus 4 with this x plus 4. So the only thing that we are left with our final answer will be x minus 2 over x plus 3. And that will be your final answer, what this whole thing reduces down to. Alright, if you have more questions on simplifying complex fractions, please see your math teacher.